Hello, welcome to another stream. We're gonna be playing some Jeskai Phoenix today with this beautiful Dono deck list. Thank you so much, Levi. We're gonna be playing this deck list, which looks pretty interesting, very different from the one that Aspiring Spec has been championing. And personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Demilich. I feel like it's a little bit lackluster. So it's interesting to see how this version is gonna pan out. So we do have Phoenix going on, and of course the main reason why this archetype is even possible anymore is because of Faithful Mending. So this new printing is the one that has enabled the archetype to come back into prominence and probably not being insane or anything like that, but at least be sort of playable. The other card that we're going to be trying out here is Otherworldly Gaze. This one is another one from the Innistrad set. For 1 mana, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your library. You put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest back on top of your library. So this allows you to kind of like not only put stuff in the bin, which is where you want it to be, but also it kind of allows you to fix your draw step, and we can do this on our own upkeep right before our draw step because this is an instant, so that's definitely a play pattern that will come up often enough. The rest of the deck has just cantrips in Consider and Thought Scour, removal in Lava Dart, Lightning Bolt, and I guess Brazen Borrower is sort of removal as well, and Prismatic Ending. And then the most problematic card that people really don't complain about enough in Metamorphose, just a free spell that can allow us to trigger our Phoenix a little bit more reliably. The threat suite includes Brazen Borrower and Phoenix, and of course Murktide Regent, because this card is absolutely messed up, and it's, I don't know, like it just seems so much better than Demilich to me anyway. The sideboard includes some extra removal in Path to Exile, a couple of copies of Flusterstorm against Combo, Surgical Extraction against Graveyard decks, Alpine Moon against Saga and Tron decks, Malevolent Hermit, which is an interesting one. Like 2 mana, 2/1, you tap a blue and you sacrifice it, you can target a non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3, and then you disturb for 3. And then no creature spells you control can be countered. It's an interesting card to be playing against control strategies. It's weird though. Like I would expect, I don't know. We're gonna see how this one plays out. It's cute at the least. Cleansing Wildfire also against land strategies, Wear Tear against hammers and whatnot, Engineered Explosives against most decks. Like most decks are just pretty soft to explosives. Explosives is actually quite good. And finally, a couple of copies of Chalice of the Void, mostly against Cascade. This is the deck that we're going to be playing through a league right now. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you there for number 1. All right, here we go. Sand looks kind of like a trap, right? This kind of feels like a trap, but I guess these are the lessons that we have to learn. Let's see how this works out. Scalding Tarn. Flip 2 Phoenix. Damn it. We didn't flip 2 Phoenixes. Maybe I should have just played Island there and play Borrower. I guess I'm gonna want to save. I guess we're playing against Blue-Red Murktide or Blue Moon. So we probably want to save this Borrower for... We probably want to save it for the Murktide. That's a lot of thinking and scarring. That's a lot of that. Hey yo. So I think I'm just gonna triple Boulder Face next turn. At least I'm gonna double bolt them. That's a Phoenix. So anything that we're gonna want to use white mana for, we can just do on our own end step. Or we can just do on their end step. So I guess I'm just gonna Manamorphose on their end step. Snapcaster. Okay. Murktide is kind of a Titan just in blue. Yeah, that's a way to look at it. It's bigger than a Titan. So I guess now we can go for Borrower. My opponent probably has to counter it. Stabs with the $15 dono. Thank you so much for that. I've disappointed people. I donated for a non-meme deck. Oh man. Can people ever recover from this? Please do something else. Blood Moon. Yeah, that resolves. Gonna petty theft your dude. Now we can... I guess we can do white blue. So am I trying to kill this Blood Moon? I think I'm just trying to drop a Murktide Regent, right? So we can do red and blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's better for me to leave the Lava Dart in there. And I can just grow the Murktide whenever I want. And if we connect with this Murktide, we just win, right? Oh, they also have the same play. I'm just gonna make it a 5/5. That's kind of annoying. All right. Ugh. I mean, I really feel like I have to be in this land, but yeah, this is the problem, right? That sucks. Maybe removing moves was... No, that's just... It's not the better play. That's the... That's the... What's the name? What's what I'm trying to say here? Like, after knowing what happened, that's the conclusion. Like, I was trying to set up a lethal, right? I was trying to set up a lethal attack. Okay. Results oriented, that's the word I was looking for. Results oriented. So Fluster's good. Borrowers are great. I don't think I want prismatic endings. If my opponent wants to get killed with Blood Moons, that's fine. I don't think I want Thought Scours. The only card I'm potentially considering is Path to Exile, but I don't think I want that. I was looking at this if this was just like retrace, but it isn't. Like you can actually just do this once. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Keep. So I'm probably gonna go Gaze at the end of my opponent's turn off a basic island, and then I'm gonna fetch for. And then I'm gonna fetch for Sacred Foundry and Faithful Mending. I think that's what's up. Well, we're definitely beating this, and we're definitely beating this. Now the question is, do we bin this or not? I think I'm not gonna bin it. Just gonna pass the turn. Mending. There's no way they counter this, right? Like it has flashback. They spell pierce it. Okay. All of our cards have flashback. I just noticed this. So I guess I kind of want a Murktide right now. Leaving one Mending in the graveyard. We can grow this whenever we want. Just gonna pass the turn, I think. Just gonna swing for 5 and pass the turn. Five, yeah. Bin and bin. So next turn we can get back at Phoenix. If they don't have an answer to this bad boy, they're about to get caught. So I'm just gonna Radical Idea, bolt them, Lava Dart them. Sure. So theirs is an 8/8. We can make ours an 8/8 too. So is this lethal? Because I can go bolt, bolt, dart, dart. This grows up to an 8/8 plus 3 from the Phoenix. This seems worth it, right? Otherwise, I attack, opponent blocks, they go down to 4, and I have a Phoenix and a Regent in play. Yeah, this seems good to me. Phoenix comes back. 11, yeah. But this way I have a threat and they don't, right? And even if they play another Regent, it just doesn't do anything. Because my Regent is bigger. And I can play another one. Juste with a 2-1 sub, 28 months. Look at how time flies. It feels like yesterday you were virtually teaching me how to punt with Amulet. Nothing really changed. Keep being awesome. Thank you, Juste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back for the 28 months. Alright, we got him. Now we're on the draw. This seems fine to me. At 5 cool elementals, this is kind of interesting. Murktide better than the Millich. I don't know if it's better, but it looks like it's better. This hand is not better though. I guess I'm keeping this one. Most cards are better than the Millich. Yeah, facts. Those are facts. Get basic island. Scour myself. That's nice. It's pretty nice. Pass the turn here. Hey Torberg, how's it going? Consider. That tells me that my opponent was missing a land drop there. So I think I'm gonna go get another. Now let's actually get Steam Vents here. I'm just gonna cast Otherworldly, whatever. Being that, I guess I can use this as a threat. I feel like I want to. I just want to be in everything, I think. Makes my Murktide easier to cast and easier to protect. Good old Artless Sulfur Falls, the classic. Scour myself. Get Hallowed Fountain. And with this Fluster, yep, let's do that, I guess. Ding, ding. No land is brutal, but Surgical Extraction one time. I miscounted. I forgot to bring. Oh man, I forgot to. Oh, I forgot to level art. What an idiot. Oh, what an idiot. I'm like, yeah, I can actually get back both Phoenixes right now. I'm just like, oh yeah. Well, because if you're not stupid, you can get back to Phoenixes there. Ugh. That was silly. I'm glad we kept our mountain around. Yeah, very important mountain. Very, very important mountain. Okay, does this resolve? It does. Let's do blue-red. It's kind of nice. Radical idea. And now we're gonna get Sacred Foundry, Boldface. Now we should be good. Magma Spray? Oh shit, I wasn't expecting that. Lightning Bolt is fine. Alright, so next turn, we're gonna Mending. And we can probably get back that Phoenix and play Murktide. I guess we can't play Murktide now. Well, so we're gonna Petty Theft first. Because we can protect it with Fluster, and resolving this is obviously most important. Also a good top deck Fluster for sure. Petty Theft. Lava Dart, you. Phoenix comes back, gets in there for 3. Yeah, Flusterstorm working overtime. Murky is a 5/5. Well, I guess we can get back the other Phoenix this turn. The good thing is my opponent can't really attack here. I guess if they have a land, they can attack with Hall of the Storm Giants. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about the Geist. I don't think I'm feeling the Geist. I don't think I'm feeling the Geist. Let me put it like that. Opponent put 2 cards on top. That's very scary. Take 5. Kind of want to find lands here. This radical idea is kind of awkward. Not having any gut shot or anything like that really limits our options. Four, 5, 6, 7. So they can attack with Hull. Lava Dart on the bin. Faithful Mending. Bin that. Bin that. Dart you. Get back to Phoenixes. And my opponent has one blocker. So that would be 7 plus 5 is 12. So unless they have a bolt, this should be fine. So they need to have like Brazen Borrower plus something else. Otherwise, this is just lethal. Okay. Well, a good thing I didn't play the Murktide, because he would have gotten just bounced with the Borrower. We would have been in really bad shape. So they can bring me down to 1 if they tap out and attack with the hole. 1's not 0 though. This game is close. Their upkeep? Castle Ventressing. Wow. Upkeep Castle Ventressing. If we find Lava Dart, we win. If we find Lightning Bolt, we win. And worst case scenario, I guess. Okay, so this gets countered, so now we just deploy a Murktide. Cedar, Thought Scour, Lightning Bolt, Metamorphose, Thought Scour. I wonder if they're gonna upkeep. They're gonna upkeep Bantress again. They are. That really limits the amount of things that they can have. Sweet. Got there. This guy is... I don't know how I feel about the Hermit. I don't know how I feel about the Hermit. We got there though. See you next round. All right. Yeah. Yeah, let's keep this. Now, who's into results-oriented thinking? Well, I'm not really going into results-oriented thinking. It's more of a feel thing. Cards felt good, or cards did not feel good. But we're gonna do, and that's why I said initial thoughts. These thoughts may change as the league progresses. This deck's kind of fun. This deck is kind of fun. I feel cards. I do feel cards. Look. You see this right here? Look at how I feel it. See? Feeling cards is great. Let's see what we're paired against. Point and mold to 6, by the way. Basic Island. That recent rift did not consent. It did. It also enjoyed it. Consider. I guess I don't want to bin a land, actually. Land number 3 does sound interesting. We're getting paired against another control deck. Hopefully it's Merfolk. That would be awesome. Mystic Gate. It is another control deck, so we're in a lot of trouble then, huh? We are in a lot of trouble. We can never win this matchup, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can never ever win this matchup, right? Thank you, Loparto, for the Prime sub. Welcome back. What version of Family would you say it's better position right now? I don't know. Yep. We can never win this matchup. We can never ever win this matchup. Here's my 3/3. Can you pretty please not kill it? Murder! Hell yeah! Alright! Alright! Oh, they're playing a Reanimator. That is what's up. So what I want to do is I want to attack the Teferi, and then I'm going to end step Brazen Borrower, the Chalice, and cast the Borrower. Well, I doubt they're running both Ephemerate, Grief, and Muldrifter. Maybe they're running Muldrifter, but sure, that's a problem. Well, this matchup seems even worse than what I originally anticipated, actually. At least the opponent did not find the missing piece there. Please resolve. Counterspell. Damn it. Mending? It's not a mending. So I think I am going to go all in on this Murktides. I think it's the only chance that I have at winning this game. Also, if I exile Brazen Borrower, it doesn't grow the Murktides, right? I'm just gonna check it out for science. No, it doesn't. So now we have two 5/5s. This is what we got. Like, if my opponent has the Reanimator, like, we have no cards in hand, and we honestly have nothing to draw towards either. Oh, they have... Okay, I was gonna say, if they have Solitude, we're in trouble. And we cannot beat Archon. So we are at the mercy of my opponent having it here. They're drawing a bunch of cards. Also, I just realized that they actually cannot be playing Ephemerate because they're playing Chalice. Here's 10 damage. Hope you don't have it. Please don't have it. Uh-oh. Opponent is shocked. That's bad for me. Don't have it. No, they have it. Damn it. Yep. All right. We tried. Surgical, good. Flusterstorm, probably good. Bolts seem pretty bad. But there's probably like a limited amount of cards that we can really cut. I don't think I want Path to Exile. I feel like if they assemble their combo, we're just dead anyway. Maybe Wear Tear for Chalice. Like Chalice seems like a big problem. They're not gonna have Leyline, but like I can't really beat Chalice of the Void though. You want the Hermit? I'm down. Like again, like this card just seems bad, but you know, it's here, right? So might as well try it out and see what's up. Maybe cut a Gaze, cut the Radical Idea, and maybe one Borrower. Hermit bypasses Chalice. Sure. Okay. Okay, I guess it's a workaround Chalice. Yeah, alright. You sold me. You sold me on the Hermit. It's also super funny how if they bounce it, it just goes back to your hand. That's one thing about like this disturbed creatures that I find pretty weird, is the fact that they only, like whenever it dies, whenever we put into the graveyard, that's when it gets exiled. It's not just if it were to leave the game, you know? Shit. Alright. Am I actually just sending this basic mountain? Because it's not helping me cast any of my spells. So I think I am. Like it does literally nothing for me. Oops! I thought I was on the draw. Well, there goes that, I guess. Whoopsies. I am on the draw now, yeah. Yeah. Good thing we won the first game. Oh, wait. Give me a break, Levi. Give me a break. Come on. Chalice on one. Ah, dude. Gonna do Hallowed Font. Like, I could have cast 2 spells before this Chalice drops down. Now I can only cast 1. Ugh. Yeah, super punished. Let's see if they counter the Mending. No Mending counter. Okay. Ending is actually kind of nice. So now end step I can bounce Borrower. I can Borrower bounce the Chalice and have my opponent counter that. Let's see. Petty Theft. Got him. So now we can untap and we can attempt to prismatic ending. Sure, they can have another counterspell and that would suck, but it could probably be dispute, and this could not get disputed. Debated. I made a solution to get you to win trophy races. I was actually super easy all along. What we have to do is clone you and implant your memories into the clone, making an identical copy. And since you love your family and want to see them, we can make it so one of you guys play Magic till day 50, and then they get to switch with the other one, keep you incentivized. Huh. All of that makes complete sense. What could go wrong? Yeah, exactly. It's super logical. Sweet. Day minus, which means that we get to drop a regent here. Do we get to play 2 Murktides? Yeah, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 13. So what we want to do is we want to exile all the non-instant and sorcerers with the first one, and then exile all the instant and sorcerers with the second one, so that we end up with 2 pretty large dudes. And we have 1, 2... No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to make a 3/3. Oh, he gets disputed? Sick. I guess another reason to to save all this stuff for the second one. Consider, Thought Scour. We have another Mending is just better than Journey, right? Or the Gaze, so 7/7 is good. Again, if at any point my opponent just assembles their combo, we're dead, right? But okay, got me. This matchup seems unwinnable, right? Just straight up unwinnable. They have Chalice, they have the Fairy, they have like, there's just nothing we can do about their combo either. Brutal. See you next round. All right, here we go. We're playing against the Lurrus deck, and we have Lava Dart. Yeah, I like this hand. I'm going to try to not F6 through my first turn. I'll do my best. Can we do this? So we just gotta find a land. This hand does not really function without a land. But I like that if we're playing against the DRC deck, we're kind of good to go. This card is pretty good against DRC. Put him most to 6. Double Borrower. I feel like maybe 3 Borrowers is one too many. This deck is a little bit clogged on the 2-mana spot. On the 2-mana slot, I mean. So I think I would want to cut one of these Borrowers for probably Lava Dart number 4. Is this Hammer? Looks like Hammer. I think I'm just starting this shit. Like, I'm kind of gonna do it anyway. Oh, they have Saga? Yeah, we can probably never win anymore. Dude, they're random spell bomb. Ugh. Ugh. Vomit. Oh, these borrowers, dude. I still think this hand was a keep, but like obviously it did not work out, right? I wonder if you're supposed to be playing either more lands because you're just like you need to hit land drop number 2, like you just have to, otherwise you literally cannot win, or if it's one of those situations where just gonna pass here because I'm just gonna borrow the Saga tokens. Or if I should just like lower my curve. Like it feels like it should be one or the other. Whiff. Whiff. They found a 0 drop. Fuck, dude. There's no way I just Lavalar this thing right now, right? I just can't afford to lose a land. Yeah. But wait, there's more. Oh, did I just let... Why did I let that resolve? I didn't want to let that resolve. Well... Kind of threw this here. If I can find multiple phoenixes and cantrips, I can potentially survive this. At this point, I'm dead though. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, that missed land drop was just too much. Path to Exile, explosives, wear tear. And I think I won Alpine Moons. Borrower is just so awkward. Borrower is so awkward. Do I just want to cut all of them? Gesundheit. I have no idea what that means. Looks German. Lava Dart, Bold, these are good. Thought Scour's fine. Mending's great, Morphos is great, Path to Exile's fine. Maybe this is just like too many non-instants and sorceries between Albine Moon and Indian Explosives. I think Prismatic Ending's fine. Maybe we can shave a Murktide. We just sneeze, wish you go health. Oh, thank you. Ha ha ha. So I think I'm gonna go Sparbluff Canal. And I'm gonna Thought Scour on end step. We can get a Howled Fountain or Hallowed Fountain or Sacred Foundry. We definitely want to have access to white. Okay. So I think I'm going to do Sacred Foundry. And because my mana is going to be pretty taxed in awkward spots, I think I want to do this. We only have one white source. Stoneforge. Okay, would love to see Wear Tear, would love to see Alpine Moon. I'm probably gonna main phase consider looking for Alpine Moon. Alpine Moon. I think I'm gonna upkeep otherworldly gaze. The problem is, if I do that, I probably have to draw land. If I upkeep gaze, I probably have to draw land, and the reason for that is that my opponent is very likely going to go get a Nihil Spellbomb, and if they do that, then I cannot play my Murktide, so... I can also just, like, do nothing, and just draw my card, and just drop a Murktide. That seems better, actually. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's an 8/8. Your go. They can have Path to Exile, which would be very bad for me. But if they don't... Oh. Huh. Am I killing this in response? Huh. Am I killing this in response? I think I am. It also grows the Murktide? Yeah. I guess my opponent can flash in the Colossus Hammer, but if they do, like... That's not even that big of a deal. Unless they also have Pure Steel. And if they do that, they cannot have Pure Steel, right? Because they would have spent their entire turn doing that. And this means that they got very little value of the Ursa Saga. They can't even use the token to make mana for Smilith Drum. Okay, so they are gonna do it. Okay. Maybe that was a little bit risky. If they have Paladin here, I'm ready to flip the table. Dude. Never skipped a beat, dude. Never skipped a beat. I've never seen Hammer not draw the nuts. I think I played that game a little bit poorly, though. I think that I was maybe supposed to do that thing and actually kill the construct on my end step. Again, like my opponent's hand was way too strong. There's nothing I could have done there. Like you drop a 9/9 Murktide and it just pales in comparison to like, well, here's a Pure Steel Paladin. Like you're dead. You're just dead. That's brutal. That's dude. Like Hammer needs to go. Hammer is just way too much. See you next round. Alrighty, another Lurrus deck. Keep this. This is an interesting thing, right? How is this supposed to work? Am I supposed to otherworldly gaze first and then thought scour? Or is it better to do the opposite? Kind of feels like I should be doing the opposite, right? Because I can thought scour where I don't have any information. And then on my upkeep, I can gaze and I can set up my draw step once I know what I want to draw. I think this is the better way to do things here. And we can bin all of this. Sweet. We did find a Murky, so that's good. This has also been my experience. If I can seem to win matches, but have pretty tight games. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It just seems too clunky, right? That's the issue that I have with this deck. Just the deck has felt clunky. The deck has felt super, super clunky. I'm just gonna gaze on end step. The third color is asking a lot more than I think it's obvious. Yeah, it's not only that. Like, I mean, obviously, right now, we cannot cast the Murktide, right? Like, I just have to Otherworldly Gaze just so I can fix my mana to cast my spells, which is not where you want to be, right? But it's not even that. It's just... It's not even easy to discard your Phoenix. Like, we've really struggled. Like, it's been multiple games where I just have had this stupid Phoenix in my hand and I just have no way of getting rid of it. This card is also kind of garbage. Manamorphose and land. I definitely want another land. I don't want 2 lands, so one of them can go. And then I guess I want to Manamorphose into the land so I can exile the Manamorphose to grow the Murktide. I think that's what I want. So, top. Morphose for blue. I guess I'm gonna fetch first for a basic island. Scour myself. Hey, we got a Phoenix. We played Gaze. Just being everything. And play Regent first. Scour, Bolt, Morphose, Scour, Bolt. And now Dart the Monkey. So this becomes a 9/9. And that was 3 spells, right? Like I cast Manamorphose, this, and the Lava Dart. So the Phoenix comes back. Phoenix gets in there for 3. And now we can get back this Phoenix next turn if we want to. We did some stuff. All right. We definitely did some stuff there. We definitely did some stuff. Well, Dart you. I didn't come here to play around shit, right? Dart you. Phoenixes. Caw-caw. They can have Bolt, right? So it's not just game over. They do have Bolt, Heat, whatever. I don't even know what this Flutterstrand finds anymore. I hope it finds a white source. So they lose to Bolt and they lose to not finding removal for all of these Phoenixes. Cool. Alright, so it looks like... Are they playing Shadow or not? That's the big question. They seem to be just playing Grixis. These borrowers had felt so bad. Yeah, Grixis piles 0 cards. Yeah, but I also didn't. I also saw fetches and shocks. I didn't see any Blacklight Cliffs, right? So I just have no way of knowing whether they're on Shadow or not. Opponent. Chalice on 1. They'll never see it coming. Yeah, we can hose ourselves if we want to. Sure. Sand seems fine. Turn 1, basic island, go. They're probably looking for another land. Yep, definitely looking for a land over there. They found it. Fetching, no fetching. Pass the turn. Probably gonna mending on their end step off of a Sacred Foundry. Okay, so no shadow, because otherwise they would have shocked there, and now that's the confirmation. So no death shadows. I wonder what their graveyard hate is. Okay, so I'm beating that, and I guess I'm beating a consider. And I'm just gonna turbo scour myself here. Scour. Scour. Not a single Phoenix. Not a single Phoenix. All right, I'm gonna pass the turn. This is the issue sometimes for this kind of deck, right? Which is just like so much of your deck is just air. Like so much of your deck just doesn't do anything at all. It's just nothing. Yep. Been those two. Murktide. Unless we do have the answer to the Lurrus. If they do have Drown in the Lock, we're probably fucked though. Playing around Drawing the Lock by bolting right there. how do I arrange my board on paper? Deck on right or left? Interesting question. So what I do is I put the deck on my right, and I like to have it like it's on the side. It's not right. We have not seen a threat. Like we've drawn through half of our deck, and we have yet to see a threat. Literally half of our deck. And we have not seen a threat yet. And then I have, if you are looking at it from, you know, over there from the camera, if this is my playmat, right? And I am looking at you directly, so deck is over here, looking, facing that way. And then exile is over here, also looking this way, like sideways, and then graveyard is below it, over here. Hope that makes sense. That probably didn't make sense, huh? Am I saving this consider for my next turn? I think this is fine. Murktide? Nope. Flashback Mending. Murktide? Nope. All right, say go. Always did exile at the graveyard, turned 890 degrees. Yeah, but that's kind of prone to some confusion. You know, sometimes it's possible that people, you know, if you have a very stacked graveyard, you need to put it to the side. This is quite this showing. Reminds me of old cool Brulette Phoenix. Yeah. I remember you played Phoenix in GPLA, right? Levi, in like 2018 or something? 2019? I can't remember when that happened. But I remember you were playing Phoenix, and I know if you O2 dropped or something like that, and then like you just sold all your Phoenixes. Honestly, this is quite unbelievable. This is quite unbelievable. We're like 20, what is this? Like 37 cards in, and we have yet to see a threat. Hey, look at that. Murktide. Nope. So now my opponent's finally gonna ban everything. They're gonna sacrifice their Soul Guide. We do have the Mending, which is nice. So now we can probably flashback one of these, at least to fix our draws for next turn. Oh. Oh, man. I think we literally are not going to be able to win this game because we're not going to be able to just do enough stuff. Like, we're just going to deck. My opponent's going to answer all the stuff that I have to do. They're going to be able to answer all of my threats, and I'm just going to die because of decking myself. I'm just going to run out of threats. I have 16 cards left in my deck, and amongst those 16 cards, there are 3 Murktides and 3 Phoenixes somehow. And I'm not gonna have enough spells. This is pretty funny though. Like, this draw has been the very, very, very bottom. This deck has not felt powerful to me so far. This deck has not felt powerful to me at all. Sure, I've been like making mistakes or whatever, but it still has not felt powerful to me at all. Is exactly why you sold your Phoenix, yeah. Well, I mean, I just have to go for broke. Like, I'm just out of time. I just have to hope that we find something. So I'm just gonna go blue-red here. Scour myself. Another Mending. Still no Phoenixes. And I'm gonna name blue-white with this Metamorphose. I'm gonna Mending. One Phoenix. So this should be enough to get the bad boy back. Swing for 3. Unholy Heat. Well, I'm gonna Murktide here, and it's kind of nice that 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, my opponent cannot drown this Murktide. So that's pretty neat. I'm gonna hold on to this Steam Bend so I can discard. They're probably gonna be able to just, you know, terminate it or whatever, but... 8 cards, 4 of them are threat. Yep. Gonna flashback iteration. Okay. There's no way we can get there here, right? What did they exile? A monkey? Well, that doesn't do anything. Do they really just have nothing? Did my opponent's deck somehow manage to malfunction even harder than mine? Alright. Another Murktide. I don't think I care about the land, so I'm gonna care more about the mana. Well, I guess we're doing that. We found them, Chad. We found them. That's where they were. So bin that. And I'm gonna dart my opponent. And this allows me to also play the second Murktide Regent. Is that right? Land, 1, 2. I guess I can play it second main phase. Yeah, I'm gonna play in second main phase, I guess. Spell Pierce. You got me. Oh, in case they try to get cute here. Because right now my opponent can actually kill this Murktide. No, but I would have to exile a Phoenix. I think it's better to... Okay, so now they can't kill the Murktide anymore. We did nothing. We did nothing. Nothing for 8 turns. 8 turns of doing nothing. And somehow My opponent managed to do even more nothing than I did. All right, see you for the last round. All right, last round. Let's see if we can get a 3 and 2. Sure, let's keep this hand. Also, these Brazen Borrowers suck, dude. They are awful. They're so bad. Have I tried Bioelementals? No, I think it's just bad. I think Aether Vial is just not really a playable card. Yeah, these borrowers have looked very, very bad. Tron? Does this deck beat Tron? Milliphoenix. We probably have to churn through our deck at fast speeds. So I think I'm gonna need Thought Scour. Hey, speak off. I think I'm gonna double Scour this turn, because if I find a Murktide, then I can potentially play it next turn, but then my opponent's just gonna Karn me and I die. Okay. So this means that I can draw a Prismatic Ending and get rid of this Expedition map, which is kind of cute. That's out of the trunk. I don't like to share my secrets, Steps. Well, we found a Phoenix. So I guess now we just have to do that main phase. Because... ugh. Well... kind of stuck doing this now, right? No. And again, we have no zeros, right? Our deck is super stuck on 2 CMC. And we have no zeros, so... like, I cannot go for the Mending here. Like, I just can't. Although I guess I probably just have to. And I just get 2 Phoenixes next turn. My opponent doesn't have turn 3 Tron. So I think I'm supposed to Mending on end step. And then, I don't know, just like hope that double, or maybe we can make a triple Phoenix. Okay, so I guess I lose to Oblivion Stone or Ugin. I'm accepting defeat against Oblivion Stone or Ugin. Oh, actually we have to Lava Dart them. Murktide. Bolt, Scour, Morphos, Consider. And now I dart them. And now we have lethal next turn. Get back to Phoenixes. We lose to Oblivion Stone and we lose to Ugin. But we can beat other things. We can beat Karn. We can beat Wormcoil Engine. Obviously doesn't do anything. I do. Like they just clean my board and I have nothing, right? Ugin comes down with 7 loyalty, and you know this guy has 7 CMC. Okay, so now I there's no card that I lose to now. So now we're good, I think. Oh, Vivian Stone just deletes me from water. Well, I don't have enough spells to get the Phoenix back, right? Really? I guess that's another way that I lose. Karn for bridge. All right. Oh no, I can still attack. Yeah, I can still attack. Got him. All right, Tron. Alpine Moon. That's kind of it. Maybe Wear Tear is just better than Prismatic Ending. Oh, Wildfire, you're right. 100%. 100% Wildfire. Borrower, maybe this is a matchup where more Borrower's kind of okay. Surgical. No, I don't want Surgical. I think that's... The cheese plan is just... I don't know. Like, I'd much rather just Alpine Moon them, you know what I'm saying? But the Thought Scour... If I had access to Ghost Quarter or something like that, maybe. Or if I had, like, more Wildfires. Even if I had multiple Wildfires, I don't know if I would bring Surgical. Seems like a little bit cheesy. Oscar Sushigas would be the best feel-good moment versus Tron ever. I imagine it must feel good for sure. Oh, well, this hand is just awesome, right? Keep it. Cheese is the best condiment. It's not even a condiment. Cheese is just an entree. Cheese is just awesome. Cheese is actual food. Am I just trading for the prismatic ending? I think so, right? I want to move to 5. I just really want to limit their options as much as I can. And I think I'm going to upkeep Otherworldly Gaze in order to maximize, to look at the most cards looking for a land. Yep, all of those to the garbage. Land, easy. And I'm gonna name Ursa's Tower. Yep. Play well, get rewarded, etc., you know. Sure. So that allows them to get Blast Zone, which is gonna get rid of the Alpine Moon. Now the question is, do I want to get some... Ooh, I guess we can do everything. Yeah, we can do everything. So let's consider first bin Morphos for blue Regent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dart Face. Get back Phoenix. Now we're probably going to have to find an answer to Ensnaring Bridge. because my opponent's very likely to just play Karn and then deploy Bridge next turn, because they're not gonna have time to pop the Blast Zone. Okay, maybe they think they do have time. Looking for a land again, a red land to be more precise. That's a red land. So then, okay, and we're gonna do top, top. $13, yeah. Gonna wait until they pop, in case they have, I don't know, a way to gain life or whatever. Bolt, yeah. But they could have had like some way to gain life there, right? Weather the storm, exactly. So it's definitely correct. Weather the storm. Not slow rolling. I swear. Yeah, my opponent's asking me what am I playing around. I'm like, I'm literally not slow rolling. This is precisely the correct thing to do. I'm not slow rolling here. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I am literally playing around Weather the Storm. Okay, so thoughts about the Phoenix deck. It felt super clunky. It felt super clunky. So I think that you have way too many 2s and not enough 1s and 0s. I mean, obviously you don't have enough 0s. Like that's very clear. I don't know if you want to be playing. Probably you want to be playing at least 1 or 2 gut shots, maybe. But I do think that you want to be playing 4 Lava Darts. Lava Dart felt like it was just like the finishing touch in so many of my sequences, and I wonder with 4 Lava Darts if you want to just to cut the canal for maybe the 4th Steam Vents, even though it's like a little bit more painful. Just being able to suck a land in order to Lava Dart seems just kind of necessary. Otherworldly Gaze was actually a lot better than I expected. I expected it to be just like awful, but there were a lot of pretty neat tricks that we did, you know, just like upkeep, Otherworldly Gaze, hoping to hit a land, because like you're looking at 4 cards, right? If you're gazing on your own upkeep and you're missing exactly a land, then you're actually looking at 4 lands, which is pretty nice, at 4 cards, which is pretty nice. These Borrowers felt awful. The entire league, they were the worst card in my entire deck. I wonder if you just don't want any at all. Maybe you want 1 so you can draw towards an out to an Ensnaring Bridge or something like that. This card was just heinous. The entire league was just very bad. It never did anything that I was like, oh yeah, that's why the card is in the deck. It was just clunky and it just didn't help my deck function. Radical Idea was also very awkward. This is just a bad card. Like I know that it's an enabler for Phoenix, but this card is just bad. Like the rate is just way too bad. I think that you need to play something better. So I would play maybe like 1 or 2 gut shots. If you wanted, you could maybe play like Surgical Extraction in the main deck, which would free up cyber slots, and right now is actually a metagame where I would not be too upset about playing Surgical in the main deck. Besides that, sure, I mean, the deck just has the problem that this deck has always had, which is what we saw in that match against, like, we literally drew our entire deck, and like our threats were in the bottom half of our deck, and that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? Like there was nothing that we could really do. 18 lands with this amount of cantrips felt okay. Like Spike plays 17 and I just don't understand how he does it. But like Spike always plays at least 1 or 2 lands less than I think that he should play in his decks. So it doesn't really surprise me from Spike specifically. He likes to cut down all lands. Besides that, kind of impressive that we churned through all 57. Yeah, for sure. Like, the deck can really do its thing, you know? Like, and it was only turn 9. Like, by turn 9, we have drawn literally, like, almost our entire deck. Like, and if we wanted to, I won the game with Amending in hand still, I think. So I think that we would have been able to draw our entire deck if we wanted to. But yeah, I would try something like this. Because, like, Borrower is sort of a threat, but it isn't, right? Like, this is not a sizable threat. This is just not a threat, right? So because of that, I don't know. Like, it's just so bad. It was just so bad in the deck, just so consistently. As far as the sideboard, I honestly don't know. Like, I still don't understand what this is trying to do here. Like, it's cute against control, but, like, it's not like your opponent is gonna cut their removal, right? Like, you're killing them with creatures. So, like, what is this really trying to achieve? Like, I just don't get it. It just seems bad. The rate is not good. If it were a 3-2 for 2, maybe. If it's sacrificed without costing mana, maybe. But, like, that's not the card that we're looking at, right? So this is just not modern power level, really. I don't know. Again, like, this deck just seemed fun. It did not seem good. Like, I don't think that the deck is good enough to compete in modern. It didn't feel like... I mean, you saw the hammer deck, right? Like, that's what you're competing. That's what you have to beat. You have to beat a deck that mulligans to 5 and just puts a 14-14 lifelinker into play by turn 3 or 4. I don't know when that happened. Like, that's what you have to compete with. This deck cannot compete with that. Sure, maybe if you have, like, a top 5% draw every single match, maybe you will do something. You will do some winning. But your average draw, I think, is just not good enough. And it's a beloved card, and I understand why people wanna play it because it's fun, but it's not. I don't think it's good enough. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Thank you, Levi, for the donut. Really appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next league. Bye bye.